Good evening. And we are live.
Sound check.
All right, Serb, how do we sound?
I don't know yet. I'm still loading in.
Oh, I'll run an ad break. Everybody froze because I got all this stuff going right now.
To Twitch.
It does my while when I sweat my rust. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Black Door. Sound? Hello? Did I lose everyone?
He's got spinnies for all of us.
All I had was spinning wheels on my end.
Yep.
Okay, I see everyone again. I hadn't gone anywhere. I was waiting for the thing, and I never heard anything. I had to close down a screen. I had Twitch open also. Things weren't running right. So how do we sound? Are we sounding good?
We all sound about right. You have to turn up your master volume a little bit, though. We're all coming in. All 5 of us are coming in.
5.
Week.
Need to turn up.
So it's just my end where everything's robotic. Got it.
Okay, what? One person at a time. So we're all coming in weak. You know, I haven't adjusted these volumes at all. All right. Test. Testing.
Our personal volumes weren't the problem. Just like we were all like 10% softer than yesterday.
We're good, Serb? Thumbs up? All right. Welcome! There's got to be a way to do all this beforehand. We'll figure that out eventually.
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome to our game, The Black Door, where our adventuring party, which we seem to be short one tonight, or he may be running late, they're a group of assassins trying to do whatever the assassins try to do. In this case, there's all kinds of stuff. But before we get into that, I want to point something out. Right over here in the corner, there's a little thing. If you'd like to support us, you could go to our Patreon. We'd really appreciate it because that Patreon allows us to get better equipment, which we're really close to getting better equipment for me, so I can actually not freeze while we're doing this. Really close. And it's just to help us out and also to help us get more stuff for giveaways, like, you know, the Magic the Gathering D&D cards, or, you know, the Essentials Kit, which is going in the next big box giveaway that we have, which you got to go to TikTok to get in on that. So yeah, those types of things help us out a whole lot. Or you can also subscribe here on Twitch with your free Amazon Prime account. Just click on that and click your Amazon Prime and woohoo. I had to close my checklist because things weren't running right. But we do have one of them. I'm going to list off one of our sponsors real quick, and that is Freeze Productions. And Nate Freeze is one of our players, but he unfortunately is not here tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and give his ad a run anyway. I don't think anybody's heard us on Twitch for the
No.
last 15 minutes.
You forgot to turn our mics back on Twitch, didn't you? And because I did the deal and muted it, I didn't know.
So, if my thought ring true, they not gonna go back to the same hideout, especially after they got raided that hard. Not in a day, not in tree. Let us grab the map and get it out of there. It might be of use here. And if it not, we learn a thing. Let's go back. Let's go rest.
All
That's
right.
my vote.
All right. So y'all are going to go retrieve the map. You're going to have Envy retrieve the map.
Envy's going to go all the way back, retrieve the map from the rafters where it was hidden, and then come back down here, plop it, or like secure it underneath that set of boards,
Okay.
and then hide here until and keep an eye on it until he sees us again.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a stealth roll for Envy.
Been a while. What is his stealth? Not terrible. Not great considering it's another guild's entryway, but 16 stealth.
All right.
He can hide in the little arches. Might do a little bit for him. Who knows?
All right. Are y'all going to wait for Envy to come back here, or y'all are going to go ahead and head to the...
He can do this all on his own. I say we go back and do what we need to do while he do this.
All right.
All right. So y'all are heading back to your... to the black door. Wounded, sore, pride is hurt. Well, not pride, but Kinjar's pride is hurt.
Hey, at least I got that one guy.
Well, technically, you got them all. You got the guy, but you didn't
The
finish.
guy that was following us that I stopped and killed.
You didn't finish the job with the guy you had. So, creeping your way back, you make it back to the base without incident. You get there and Kaiofin is there waiting, seemingly upset. Because of the route the job took.
I think we all are.
I mean, we kind of rushed it, and because they kind of got the drop on us.
Hindsight. I think I should have blocked up all the other exits while everybody else go in. Too many of us in one. Too many new faces in a place like that. It gonna You're gonna start things. It's not too surprising that that went into a bloodbath. And I'm gonna go over to our little cauldron and start cooking up some snacks.
Okay.
Do any of you have contacts with the Thieves Guild?
We all do.
You're talking the rival guild or the one that we're all part of?
I'm not talking about just us assassins. I'm talking about thieves. People who sneak and might have better knowledge than we do about the sewer.
There are a couple of different. Black Door is the darkest of the sects that I'm aware of, but there be a couple different uh, guilds that don't see eye to eye with the law. I could get in contact with some of the merchants, but they're gonna be days.
I was thinking if we could have someone who's better at navigating or exploring places. Either tell us where to go, tell us about where what it's like, or be there with us. They can have my fee as long as we get our target and I kill them. I cannot. My honor cannot stand for what they've done.
In the meantime, you take a kickback. That one hell of a stab wound you got in your back. I'm uh I'm gonna get some snacks running, and I'm gonna see if I can get Pride to pop out one extra potion that we can use. Not gonna do much.
So, boss man, can I do a medicine check to see if I can crush up
We lost you after medicine check.
to see if I can make a salve with the crushed up ingredients I have to help aid the healing of my back?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me um. Give me a medicine check.
$17.
17. Uh, you made something up. You're not sure how well it's going to help with the thing, with setting up. But you're taking a. If y'all are taking a short rest, you can use your hit dice to heal up.
That's what I planned on, and hopefully the medicine, the healing herbs help a little bit, even if it's just D4 with my hit die.
So anybody who is using their hit die can add another 1d8 if they eat some of the snacks.
Cool. I'm full now.
Not full, but 3 off from full, so we're good.
Hmm. I'm gonna see if I can pump out one basic healing potion.
Give me a history check, any or all of you. And I'll give it to you with advantage. Get it with advantage. Because it's what you know about what other guilds and such.
25.
17 with advantage.
$16.
All right. So you know there are really 2 other guilds. Y'all are the only one that actually. The Black Door is the only one that specializes with more macabre, assassinations. There are thieves within the guild, but the assassin, the Black Door covers several areas of crime, but there's a lot of assassinations. There are 2 others.
We're the harsher end of things.
You also know of the Queen's Card.
Where is... What's this? I am going to...
Derb's looking for a spot to write down something.
I had to find my notes for this game. The other 4 game. You said the Queen's Card?
Yep. The Queen's Card.
And what was the other?
The other one is the Lady's Pulpit. And what you know about these Queen's Card, they do a lot of racketeering, and they're really big into the gambling. Whereas the Lady's Pulpit does a lot of strong arm, loan sharking, and helping the poor.
Do we know which one has more of a standing in the sewer? Or specifically has the 2 lines and 2 dots?
That is the Queen's Card.
Okay, so we're dealing. There was a hit put out on somebody in the Queen's Cards Rogues Guild, and they escaped into their secondary escape because the first one failed to get them all out. Do I happen to know any of the other fences from the other two?
A lot of them use Woody. He's kind of a he's fairly neutral in everything. Uh, he's an information broker to some extent, an offense, and he does his best to stay neutral.
Are there any others than Woody that I've had contact with that are also like in the situation that I'm in where crafters and brokers of objects, not necessarily info?
You know Eben Forger?
Okay.
And an individual by the name of Thalos.
Do I know if they belong to either of those guilds or if they're just other brokers like me?
There are other brokers. They're if they are part of one of the guilds, you're not aware of it.
Okay. It's not a thing that I can do tonight, but I can talk to a couple other brokers, see if they know anybody who buy a groove dagger here or there that knows a little bit more about the Queen's card. In the meantime, right, I was gonna roll that. Okay. I was not expecting a good roll.
That would be cool. Practice out.
Uh, 28 to speed along the creation of a healing potion. I do not expect to be able to make more than one.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And I want to go to a nearby place that sells potions and see if I can purchase a few.
I don't need it, but it was yummy.
All right.
Okay. I've made the cost adjustment. I'm gonna hand one of these to Tinkerbell, and I'm gonna hand one off to Kinjar, and then I'm gonna hand the other two off to the or no, I can't hand off both of them. I'm gonna hand one off to Pride.
stats from that potion is 1d4 plus 1 or what?
It's the basic, so it's 2d4 plus 2. Wait,
Yeah,
I think.
Yep.
that's the potion of healing.
You do know of a shop that has that does sell various items. Along with potions. And it is called Whipplebottom's Warehouse of Wonders.
All right. I will go see Whipplebottom then. Actually, before I leave, does anyone need me want to throw in some money for some potions?
I was gonna actually ask a thing.
Go ahead.
See if they either have an item. See if they got this item I'd be looking to try and make myself, but I haven't had time or like the ability to get it quite right. There'd be a jar where you reach in and you can pull out some really good berries for maybe 10 or 20 of them a day.
I'm just gonna give. I can't remember his character's name. I'm just gonna give Serb 100 gold, and then go over see if I can find out where the ladies. How's it called? I just wrote.
I'll also pitch you 100.
The Ladies' Pulpit.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get in contact with the ladies' pulpit and offer them some money for their community outreach programs. Information.
Okay. So, you know, the Ladies' Pulpit operate a lot around the Temple District, Temple area. Sometimes posing as priest. All right. So we'll start with Kinjar. So you make your way to Whipplebottom's. You've been here before. The individual is a little odd. He's the height of a human, but he swears up and down his grandfather was a gnome.
And you have the PS5, right?
All right.
It's like you get in there. Welcome back. What can I get for you today? What can we do?
The main thing I'm here for is healing potions right now.
Healing
But I was
potions.
told to ask if you have a jar that allows you to pull wondrous berries out of it.
Wondrous berries. Well, let me see. A jar. He starts flipping through, and there's oddities all through here. This is very much a really bizarre. There's what appear to be encased in like an acrylic thing, a skeleton of some sort of bat-like creature. There are 4 masks that look like Dragonborn masks. I'm sorry. There are 5 of them. One of each of the chromatic colors: black, red, white, green, blue. There is a collection of swords, about 3 or 4 of them that are all hinged in the middle, and just various other trinkets around. And he's looking through his. I don't have any jars that pull out berries. I do have some healing potions though. Let's see.
How many of those might you have?
Well, let's see here. Oh, I don't have the quantities.
And doesn't he work at the same place as his dad?
So I have 1 regular. Oh, it looks like I have almost 1 of each. I have a regular, I have a greater. I have 2 superiors. Oh, I have 2 graters as well. I'm sorry. So I have one regular healing potion, 2 greater healing potions, and 2 superior healing potions.
And how much for all of those?
Oh, well, let's see. That's
So how
3. Oh, one of these is not a greater. What is?
he did?
Why is it? I seem to have a mismark here. So 300 for the 2 greater healing potions. Together, not to eat. It's 150 each. The regular healing potions, 50 gold. And the superior is 450 gold each. Why does it say 1,000? That's not right. So 3, 9, that's 12, 1,050. Well, I'll give it to you for 1,050.
I think we'll need to remove the superiors.
Oh, okay. Well then that's 350.
I will give you 330.
Well, the potions are 350. Are you trying to bargain with me? That
I
would.
only happen
Are you
have
trying to are you trying to
339 gold on me?
Are you trying to
So
persuade?
I'm trying to...
Are you trying to persuade me?
Yes. Maybe. $14.
How much did you say you had there?
339.
339. Well, business has been a little slow today. I believe we have reached a concord there. I will take the 339.
I will hand him the 339 gold.
And he goes, I'll tell you what. He pulls out this little, almost like a little bandolier, and he opens the little snaps on it, and attaches the healing potions to it. It's got a little belt to it. He goes, here you go.
Awesome. I will put it on.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I believe that'll do it for me today.
Oh, we have all kinds of wondrous items here in the warehouse.
I will definitely be back at
And
some point.
if you're traveling around, make sure to check out our warehouses in other areas. We are franchised out all over Artella.
That I have heard.
If there's anything else, just let me know.
Absolutely. And I'll turn and walk out.
All right, very well. Good day. So what did I do with that bag? And he just goes off. Okay. Kyofin, you are searching for someone that is part of the ladies' pulpit. All right.
Quite so.
So, like I said, you know they hang out in the temple district. So as you're heading over that area, give me a perception roll.
$16.
16. So as you're watching him there, you do have various people out, beggars and the such. And you see one individual who's sitting there, and he seems to be missing his, or at least at first you thought it was just an individual who had been missing his legs. But you caught movement that, wait a minute. And as you watch, after a time, you realize his legs are just well hidden underneath him. And then what he is portraying out front is not at all what he's got. You realize this guy's pulling one off of people going in and out through the area.
I'm going to walk over to him and sit down next to him. Or them, sorry. I don't know what the genders are. Go sit down next to them and simply mutter under my breath where only he can hear, "You're moving too much."
What? What's just to pull back, sir?
I'm going to reach over and put. Does he have a cup or a box that he's begging with?
He's got a small little crusty looking bowl that's got a few coins in it.
How much exactly?
There's probably about 8 copper in there.
I'll put a silver coin in there and simply say, "I need some information."
He looks around real quick, and in that moment that he kind of looks around, it catches you off guard. When you look back down, the silver is no longer in the bowl, and there's only like a couple of copper left in there. Well, what kind of information would you be looking for from a poor old beggar such as myself?
I need to know about the sewers. I need to know about someone who's good with the sewers.
It depends on what area. You know, Whitefinger may be the person that you need to speak to.
I will pull out 5 copper pieces and put it into the bowl and say and ask where the white finger is.
Oh, you want to look for the sinking ship. Whitefinger is at the sinking ship. The sinking ship is a small dive bar near the docks.
I'll add in 1 more copper piece and say, I'm sorry for your loss, my friend. Have a good day if you can.
Thank you, sir.
And get up and start walking over towards the sinking ship.
All right.
Of course, leaving behind a single silver piece where I was sitting. I don't believe in tipping, I believe in over tipping.
Without you noticing, that silver piece disappears. So you're headed over to the sinking ship. All right. What is Archimedes doing?
I believe a lot of my time is spent actually just. Oh, actually, this is after the rest, so I guess after making the 1 potion, I'm gonna head off and see if I can find either Ebon Forger or Thalos.
Okay, which one would you want to hunt down first?
Well, the way that you had brought it up, I think I might know Ebon Forger better, so let's go talk to him.
Okay. Ebon Forger runs works out of a blacksmithing shop. For the most part. Or at least that's the
The front he puts up.
the front he puts up. You get there, you hear the clinking of metal on metal. There's it's near the river. Well, actually, it's on the right off the river. It is part of a next to a watermill, and you see connections going off, running a hammer in his forge area. Good day. Well, what can we get for you? And
Is that Ebon or
yes,
one of his coworkers?
that's Ebon. This is Ebon Forger. He as he's saying this, he recognizes you, and he says a couple of key phrases that are definitely thieves' cant. Do you speak thieves' cant?
I don't believe I have the base skill because I'm not a rogue.
Oh, and he kind of looks at you and he was like, "Oh yeah." So,
I I roll a silver across my feathery knuckles to show that this is on the lower end of the up and up.
so
And I walk into the shop and I lean about 3 feet down the counter from where he's working, give him the space. So I don't know if you hear this, but there be some more gutters being shined these days, and more than just a dagger. Do you happen to know anybody who knows a good gutter?
uh, he kind of looks around, sees there's no one else around. He's like, I haven't sold anything that's a gutter in a while.
Do you happen to? I lean a bit closer and I like I give him a sharp look before, and I try to tap out in the closest thing to or to. I'm going to use the same code that I use with Pride and Envy, and double check if he can actually understand it before I get to that point.
Uh, as you're doing that, he's working on the. He kind of steps back and starts working on the metal a little bit more, and you do hear a response.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to stop like wrapping it with my feathery fingers, and I'm going to just kind of do that thing that a friend of the shop would do. Just leans down and starts tapping the coin on the uh at first in rhyme or in rhythm with him, and then the messaging back and forth.
Okay.
Uh, there's there's been some danger between the door and the queen. I need information about the queen's sewers. If you know a guy, can I pay you and them?
You get just a kind of a rhythm tapping back, and he's still holding on like a normal conversation with you, talking
Yeah,
about the fire. But the tapping back you get
merchant, the
is
merchant's version of thieves' candy.
yeah is the queen has fallen,
Ooh.
and the roads in the kingdom are dangerous.
Do you know who killed the? Do you know who put the queen to bed?
Unknown.
I'm gonna roll a few more silver down my knuckles and leave all 5 down on the on the counter. Well, it's been very good catching up with you. maybe in a couple of days we have a good pint and we talk over some of the blueprints that you have. I
Ah.
might be in the market for it sometime soon.
Sounds good. And
Tap one more time and head on back. And
Alright.
like about halfway home, I am sweating at that information.
all right, Kyofin. Takes you a little bit, but you make it over to the sinking ship. This is a fairly rowdy. You hear a lot of yelling. One guy, as you step up, it's stereotypical. The saloon doors are kicked open and some guy comes flying out, lands on the ground. Some big burly guy. For a split second, you think this guy is a troll, or an ogre, but just for a split second, you realize, no, this guy's just a big human. And he's looking out. Don't come back unless you got some money. And he turns around and heads back in.
I'm going to walk over to the guy who got thrown out and simply squat next to him and simply ask, Whitefinger, where?
He just points to the guy he just points inside. That was Whitefinger. Ow.
I will do a weird grin and start heading inside and looking for him.
You see this guy, he's kind of like crawling towards the sidewalk now, or to the side there. You go inside, there's a guy playing on a piano off to the side. There's girls dancing. This place is not much larger than the gambling hall that y'all had dealt with the night before. And you see this big burly guy going back behind the bar.
I'm going to walk up right up to the bar, and if there's a seat, I'd like to take a seat.
It's, compared to your size, it's small and slightly uncomfortable. It's got a slight back to it, but for somebody your size, it just doesn't quite sit right. He eventually comes over to you. What can I get for you?
I'll have an ale and information.
All right. The ale is 5 silver. The information depends on what you're asking.
I need to know about the sewers and, if possible, have a map run out for every place.
Well, the sewers under Sunlight go all over the place.
I was told you were the one to talk to about that.
Fallout every time I saw a mailbox.
Well, I've been down them a few times, but
So, yeah, which is like how you get
it's not really something that's easily mapped out. And what section are you trying to get to?
Yes.
So let me get this straight. You want a map of the entire sewer system under Sun?
I figured if anyone were to know, it'd be you. Anyone strong enough and smart enough, it'd be you.
Yeah, I don't have that information. I don't think any one individual is going to have a map of the entire thing.
then as much as information on it as you can give me, and as much as the next person to talk to.
You're going to be talking to a lot of people.
I've got time. They don't.
Because you realize how big this city is? And you're wanting maps for the entire sewer system? It's several layers.
If I knew who made it, I'd talk to them.
Well, that's the thing. It's been made over the course of the last 200 years. Which level of the sewer system are you looking at?
As far as I know, just the top level.
All right, maybe we can narrow it.
I don't know how far I need to go down.
Maybe we can narrow this down a little bit. Because there's a lot of different areas, and some of them are collapsed, some of them are flooded. So I need you to be a little more. We're talking on what, 10 square miles here?
Any place that is easy to hide in.
Well, that just.
that states the sewer, yes, but I'm pretty sure you know some nooks and crannies that others don't.
Yeah, I do. All right, I can get you some information.
I'll pull out 2 gold and set it on the counter in front of me.
All right. Give me a little bit, and I'll see what I can come up with.
I'll ask him if he has any specific affiliations.
You dumb motherfucker.
I am dumb for a reason, goddammit.
Yeah, but you're trying to go a little too more intelligent than you are. And it's not working. Asking stupid questions.
I'm asking stupid questions for a good reason.
To get you killed.
So,
if I get killed, that means they're not looking for you.
We kind of keep our affiliations to ourselves. You give me a minute.
There's a small. Go ahead. What's up?
Oh, go on. What?
I was gonna say I had a small clash with the Queen's card.
Oh, the Queen's card. Yeah, there's been some changing of the ranks over there, from what I understand. Yeah, apparently yeah, it's just gotten dangerous.
That makes life more fun, doesn't it?
If you say so. So yeah, so wait a minute. Are you wanting a map of the Queen's Card dungeon sewer section?
If I can get it, yes.
Yeah. I don't know anybody that's. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know anybody that has a map of the Queen's Card section outside of the people in the Queen's Card.
Okay.
That's
I'll do my best to
now
scope them out.
Now, if you happen to map it out, and he kind of pulls you down to the end of the bar, away from everyone else, a little quieter. If you happen to map out that section. There may be some coin in it for you. Um, those of the holy lady may be willing to make a donation for that information there.
May we always stay in her good graces.
Amen. He sets his ale. Anything else?
He'll set down another 5 silver for another ale and say, "Have one on me."
Oh,
And then I'll just quickly quaff it down and walk out the door.
all right. So where are you headed? You say
Back
base?
to the back to the base,
Okay.
and going to talk to whoever's there, if anyone's there, about tertiary objectives and some information that I learned.
All right. So, y'all all eventually get back to the base. Kinjar being the first one back, followed by Archimedes, followed by Kyofin.
So yeah, that's how it looks. It evidently the queen be dead and the roads on the kingdom be unsafe again.
Apparently,
That's not
there's
good.
been a shift change in the Queen's Guard. Their ranks are all asunder. Also, the ladies' pulpit are wishing to pay for any maps of the Queen's Guard section of the sewers.
This brings up a different point. Maybe we should talk to one of our own spelunkers and see what maps we have for our sections of the sewer.
That would be good. I'm just saying, if we do decide to make maps, we could probably sell it for to the ladies' pulpit, or
We could make
sections
copies
we'd
and
like
make
to let
some.
them know.
We could make some copy. We could make some for ourselves as well.
Yep. For the black door.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be happy to do some cartography. It gonna be a bit, but I can figure it out.
We'll need to talk to some handles if we have a chance to.
Probably would have been confused if he just got Prez's answer though, because he didn't know this recruit. Probably would have been like, yeah, I'm down for vet pledges.
So, what y'all's plan?
Are we gonna look?
Let's
Go.
go ahead.
Are we gonna be looking up some handles and checking some people, or are we gonna just be doing some planning tonight?
And we'll need fire.
What time of day is it right now?
About this time, it is starting to get dark.
Uh, we should at least try and see if we can get in touch with some of our people.
I'm cursing myself right now in post thought, thinking that I should have gone to the and asked him to sing a song.
You should have gone to who?
The guy playing the piano,
Oh.
because sing us a song, you're piano man.
Um, do we want to go back and see if we got any peepholes that are sitting in the Black Door's favorite spot?
That's what I was thinking.
Checking peepholes and
Or-
asking if we can find the handles to the peepholes.
At least talk to Woody, and maybe he can point us in the right direction for someone.
Yeah. Let's just head on over. The fact that one of our competitors is in such an unstable state, and we didn't hear about it right off, is
Yeah, that's bad sign.
that means it either happened real soon earlier, or our informants aren't being informing.
I'm almost wondering if that wasn't another mission from the door. We're not the only team. We know that. We may not know anybody else in any other teams, but we know we're not the only one.
So we're gonna head back to the bar.
Okay.
To Woody's place.
As
I'm
you-
gonna check faces and see if there's any informants that, or any of the peepholes that we sometimes talk to,
Okay.
that'll leave Kinjar to talk to Woody. And
All right.
our mystical beefalo to do whatever he wants.
So, A, give me a perception roll on that. And you're going to go talk to Woody?
Yes.
Yes. What can we do for you?
I'm gonna look around just to make sure we're not too close to anybody. And tell him that the queen passed, and ask why we were not informed of this.
Oh, this is...
If this is news to Woody, oh god, we are screwed.
This is news to me. Ah.
Evidently the queen is no longer with us, and things are in turmoil over there.
Interesting. What was your roll again?
24.
24. You definitely see someone. Yeah, Woody is surprised.
If we're the first ones bringing you this information, that is very concerning.
Well, I don't always have access to all the information. I'm not really a peephole. I'm more of a latch. I'm more of a free spirit, but that was information I did not know. Now, and he's like, "Thank you," and he pours you a drink on the house. So you definitely see someone you know.
Do they have anybody at the table with them?
No, she is
Um,
drinking alone.
I'm going to put up two fingers so that Woody can see, and I'm going to walk over to her table and give a slight rap, and then would you mind some company for
Ah,
a minute or two?
Akamines, always. This is Davana. I'm sorry, Davina. What brings you about this evening?
Sorry, writing that down. Um, so the mission that could a key that be put out there, and it has led down quite a rabbit hole. I I wonder what information I can get you if you get some information from me.
Well, it all depends on
Did
what kind of information you're looking for.
Well, I suppose it start off with, did you know that the queen's card being upheaval, that it be falling apart, the head be gone?
I actually just heard this information today.
Did you, don't have to tell me right off, but do you happen to know who took that key?
You know, well, since we've known each other, no, I don't. That's one of the things that's bothering a lot of individuals. No one seems to know exactly which door the queen left through. We're fairly certain that door wasn't black.
I'm pretty certain myself of that. There's stability with having the keys all hung on the right hook. But beside that, we find out this information just kind of side by side with what happened on a knock on a door. Do you happen to know? And I give like the 3 block radius for that house that we entered through. Do you happen to know that neighborhood and the streets below the streets there?
Uh,
Or do you know anybody who has a map for that?
that's always been the queen's court.
It has.
Yes,
I know some
you
of
know,
us have some connections with them, but like it
oh, it's one of those
it's finding out
alliances
who.
that you don't tread on somebody else's lawn.
Unfortunately, there are black doors somewhere down there that somebody needs to be pushed down.
Oh, that's Well, whoever ends up with that key, I feel sorry for them with all the turmoil that's going on.
Do you happen to know how many favor it might be, uh, how big a favor, how big the coin pass would be if we started mapping down there?
Oh wow!
Not just tunnel, I'm talking even even the traps.
I imagine that the keys themselves would unlock a lot of gold.
I
Or
thought
who?
so too.
Um,
And what you think about maybe sharing some of that uh, with another key? Uh, I just look over to Tinkerbell. It seemed that some other. It seems like one of the ladies wants to have a map of that place too. You think that'd be copacetic, or you think that'd be a bigger trouble than it what?
uh,
Could make an easier map that doesn't have all the trap locations.
I think for I think our keys would probably be a little scattered if the lady was to wander in something that was mapped by us.
Hmm. You got a point there. Maybe I make a couple extra copy and we open that window when we get to it. When the keys unlock the purse, we maybe have a sentence or two between us.
Maybe. And it seems that I'm out of drink. So I must be off. Because
You don't have to be off.
drink
I'll
doesn't
be
come
off.
for drink does not come for free.
You are right on that. And just because I sit down here doesn't mean that I don't know better. And this is when Woody walks over with the 2 pints. And with that, you take yours, and I take my leave.
We'll see you later, Archimedes. Good luck.
Thank you. And you keep your pretty nose wet and clean, and head off.
All right. She finishes
Take a
off.
couple, take a couple of pulls, and then just hand it off to
Kaiofen.
yes. Oh, got a whole lot of everything with saying almost nothing.
That was an impressive conversation. If anybody else outside of the door was listening in on that conversation, they will probably have zero clue what was just said.
So anybody watching, we do have there's a whole list of code words that we have. Which we probably need to post that somewhere so somebody will have an idea of what's going on.
I literally had to pull that link back up.
I've got it open over on my screen.
But I had to look back over for slats. Oh, that was great.
It was a really good conversation.
Oh God.
So, what is your next move?
Uh, we need to gather back up at the house, at the base to make more plans.
I agree. We also need to make. We need to do one or two things. We either need to wait a few days and hope that that map do the thing we want it, or we go at first light, go back the way we came in, and big man stay at the back, and little man and you take point, and I be mapping the entire way. Don't worry. Once we get down there at any point, there are gonna be two birds on your shoulders.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about that without Brick with us.
I think I tell you a thing. It's the sewers. The sewers are gonna be a lot more close quarter. He is very potent at range. He is pretty potent close up, but the fact that it all be close up and that we be needing to look out for a trap every step of the way,
Definitely.
you are much more competent up close, right up in the face of things. And he be only really competent about being up in something's face. Whether that be for bashing it in or talking it pretty. And I only got
Talking that
one
pretty it is, then I guess.
I only got one thing that work at range, and it is not quiet.
Yeah, mine's not very quiet either.
So we need to be we need to think about the fact that it's all gonna be close quarter down there. And I don't know about you, but if four people come into my house and unalive everybody that be there, save me,
There's going to be some nasty surprises.
where I go down to ground, I ain't coming back up for a bit.
Yeah.
He down there, and he gonna be down there until he either think it's safe or that he need to go. So
And with the keys gone,
With
I
the keys going
wonder
for that area, yeah, we need to. We might be able to secure a stronger alliance for, but the shaky ground that always be between the queen and the door. We might be able to strengthen that threshold.
So
What you say?
Do you think Tanarok is the slats?
I think he either be a slat or people who, and it kind of track that he might be somebody in a run-in to be a key.
All right, so over the table, just for our viewers to know what we're talking about, the keys are the head of the
Organization.
organization. Slats is the face of the organization. The people are the informants. The latch are the fences. The lock is the muscle. Handles are the thieves, and hinges are the assassins.
And
Just so our viewers know when we're talking in this code.
and
People can be multiple parts of the door, but it is all door code.
and not every organization uses the same code. That's just the code that the Black Door uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, if you happen to know uh Davina, she she give very good not information about the things that be happening, and she might have a clue of who has to be going down into the dark card fort to open a black door.
Okay, so should we speak with her more or just wait for now?
If you wanna see if she's still there, you might be able to ask if we have any of our own, or see if we have any map of our own areas in the sewer.
Well, I meant to ask Woody for that, but um or for uh someone who one of our handles that works down there a lot.
I mean, if we are waiting a couple of days, it doesn't hurt to have one of us over at the bar most of the time. I can hit the market and come back and make up a couple of things. I can also go back into the bar and see if anybody needs anything made. Just build up a little bit while we're trying to figure this out. What about you, big
Well,
man?
I picked up one potion of healing and two potions of greater healing. That wiped out our gold that y'all gave me and what I had on me. Um,
So
obviously you see them in the bandolier across my chest.
what I'd be suggesting is each of us, instead of me carrying so many so often and having to run across the damn field every time somebody go down, I suggest everybody keep the smallest ones on them. And then I would suggest, and this be the weird part, that when we going in, we give those stronger ones to Pride and Envy, since they can deliver them. Much smaller target.
Emergency
Gotcha.
measures.
And I think I'm gonna stay up a little later tonight. Everybody else get some rest. I'm gonna leave Pride on watch. And I'm gonna double check if there's anything back at the bar that might need some work. See what I can do that's above board to get us moving.
All right.
And with that, I'm gonna go back over to the bar, let everybody else rest. I'm gonna take 3 or 4 hours and just take an inventory of what people might need and what I can make for them in the next couple of days while we're setting things up.
Okay. I don't know. What can you make in a couple of days?
Let's see.
It's-
A lot
Without
of stuff.
I can make I can make a lot of really common things right now that are, I mean, hell, the key, the mystery keys. Like I can make an ass ton of those for anybody who is happens to be a handle. That cost me like 10 gold to make a key. I can also make healing potions. I'm not on rods yet. If they get me the inks, I can make a few scrolls: comprehend language, cure wounds, goodberry, healing word, and identify. If they happen to need something checked out and they don't trust anybody else, they can identify it themselves.
okay.
Most of these things will end up costing me about 10 to 25 gold to make and have a 4 times return.
All right. So there are. If you're gonna work on that for the next couple of days, I'll say you get a couple of keys, and identify. Uh, and
Boots
what?
of false tracks.
And
There's
a
a
boots
whole bunch of.
and a boots of false tracks.
Okay.
Why didn't you make one of those for Kenjo?
I might make a pair for him eventually. Okay, so
The boots of false tracks, are they literally just boots with the soles looking backwards?
basically, yes.
Okay.
So that's going to take you a couple of days to take care of that. Are y'all going to do anything else in that time?
I
I'm
was
going to be
wanted
seeing. Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to speak with Woody about um getting in touch with um one of our handles that deals in the sewer areas quite a bit.
Oh, Pulo. What? Uh, Kyofin, you had asked Woody for something. What was it that you had asked Woody yesterday?
If he can get me a map of the sewers that he knows of, and who else is giving the keys to us.
Okay. He does it. He's going to give this information to Kinjar because Kinjar's back, so he's going to pass the words on. And like, tell Kyofin, I wasn't able to find out who's doing the keys, who the keys are. They're whoever gives out that information is on a need to know, and nobody I know needs to know.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know either.
As for maps, we've got our area, but that's it. Everyone else, we've got a few, crossways.
I was fixing to say, do any of our maps
we tend not to put
near
them on
their
paper.
area, or like
Pulo would actually be able to guide you over that way.
all right.
We don't tend to
We're-
keep our maps on, anything that's can be stolen.
Where can I find Hulo? Is he here today?
I will put word that you're looking for him.
All right. I will also go to the nearby bookstore.
Go bookstore.
Yep. And oh, hang on. Never mind. I can't do that because I don't have any gold left on me.
All right. So in that case, what are you doing?
I will go back to our base and see if Archie is there.
Are you going to pass on that information to Kyofin?
Kaifin. He said you don't need to know that information. He doesn't need to know that information. He doesn't have that information.
Kyfin will simply grumble and be like, I bet he does. Well,
No, he doesn't.
the maps at least.
That's a
Sewers.
need. So the maps I will take care of later. That's we don't have any written maps. I've got some. I know who to talk to. Word has been put out that I'm looking for him. As soon as I hear from him, then we can find out more. But our maps are not written down anywhere.
Again, he'll grumble and simply be upset that there's no maps that he needs.
Archimedes just walks in with a bundle of leather. What you learn? Sets it down the table and starts making backwards boots.
I spoke with Woody. He has put the word out to the hinge that we need to speak with, that we're looking for him. I'm sorry, not the hinge, the handle that we're looking for. Um, they'll get back to us shortly, whenever they can. Um, hit the maps are in his head, so he'll have to lead us.
I mean, second and safest way to keep the information.
Yep.
Can't flip. It was my fault though. It wasn't you.
So, I guess
I thought about going to speak with Mags, but then I realized I don't have enough gold to purchase that information right now.
uh, give me a day. I'd be able to actually cover that. I'm doing a few projects.
Awesome.
Kaifin will just toss his gold pouch to Service. I can never remember the character's name. I'm sorry.
Kinjar.
Kimjar, and be like, "This should be enough to cover it. It's 22 gold."
Yeah.
Now remember it like I do. Ken and Barbie in a jar. Ken jar. That's how I remember it.
If that not enough, I can
That'll be
help
more than
and
enough.
okay. Uh, you see, I've taken up one of the entire tables in our hideout that is just filled with like 6 projects that are all going on at the same time. 2 of them are like, or one of them is Pride is literally just turned himself into a bowl and is vomiting stuff into a beaker again. Listen, I know it's one of your favorite parts of this, so
All right, so I will go by the bookstore and pick up a copy of Night with the Beefalo for Mags.
Okay.
And head back over to the Broken Hammer, um, and give a light knock at her door.
So after a few moments, the door slowly opens.
Hey Mags, you got a minute?
Yeah. What do you got?
Go ahead and hand her the book.
Ooh. She opens it up, flips it over, reads the back synopsis. What can I do for you?
Well, we got some information that the Queen's Keys uh, have been broken and are no longer with us. And we followed one of their handles into their section of the sewers. And I wondered if you knew anybody who might have some more information on that area, or that would be willing to sell us some information on that area.
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look around.
I'll hand her a couple of gold as well, and I was like, we're taking a couple of days downtime, so I'm also waiting to hear back from um some other some other peoples.
All right. Yeah, I'll see what I can find out. I'll leave word with you.
Thanks, Mags. And I turn around and walk out.
With the beefalo.
Oh, Tormy came up with that one the first time. I gave her a book,
If she
so I
wants to
had
night with the
to.
beefalo, all she has to do is say so.
Knowing Mags, she probably would.
Anything else y'all are going to do before you wrap it all up? Before you in this little bit of downtime?
Um, I think I'm just going to sit down at a table in the corner of the Broken Hammer,
All right.
where I have a good view of the front door, and wait for um one of the peepholes to show up for me.
All right.
Tasty friend. Tasty friend. There. Oh, you did?
Where the hell? Where'd it go? Give me a perception roll, sir.
All right. That's not good.
I had to get out my
13.
new dice case. It was sent to me by Katie's Custom Creations.
Yeah, that's a really cool dice tray.
Little coffin dice case there. Which, has my skull dice in it. Couldn't get it out of the. So what was your roll?
13.
13. As you're sitting there, you see an individual walk in. They're kind of slunched down a little bit. Standing at full height, you'd probably figure they were close to 6 feet. But slunched down, they're more probably 5'9" to 5'7" to 5'9", somewhere in that vicinity. First thing they do, they head up to the bar. They're wrapped in cloth almost from head to toe. They speak with Woody, and then they glance over. and start
I'll
heading
act like I don't see it.
towards the table. So, I understand you're looking for a guide.
I am definitely looking for a guide.
Now that they've gotten closer, you can see their head is down and there's a bulge
Yeah.
coming in the front of them.
Okay.
Like a snout or a mask.
Like I was thinking elephant person, but something, yeah.
But it's completely, and all you can see are the eyes, and the eyes are almost jet black. How can I help you?
Fulo?
Yep, that's me.
Oh.
So, we need some assistance in the roads below the roads. And we were told
Not a
that
problem.
you were the best person to speak with about that.
I can accomplish this task. 5 gold.
I will definitely pay you 5 gold for that.
We leave
We
at
will be
dawn.
leaving in 2 days.
We can do this.
Meet me here at dawn in 2 days.
Okie dokie. And they just turn and just start to leave.
Craziest motherfuckers working on here. Alright, I'll get up and I'll head back to our base.
I'm not working with anything that happens to be like greasy or inky, but you get back and my face is just covered.
Well, I met Hulo. Weirdest motherfucker I've ever met in the door.
Kind of still facing this way, slowly turn my head all the way around to look at you. You've met the people in his room, have you not?
I stand by my statement.
That'd be an impressive statement. I should be looking at what I'm doing. Turns head back around.
He'll meet us at the Broken Hammer in 2 days.
I should have all of my things ready for drop off before then.
And I'll toss Kaifin back the rest of his money pouch minus. So the book was how much? I didn't ask.
The book was probably about 4 copper.
So it's missing 2 gold and 4 copper. He's trying to do the math in his head.
I am. I am also like, I've got all of these all of this stuff set out and working, and okay, I think I'm done. Everything just have to sit and do, and turns his head back around. Yeah, by the way, I spent my last kappa doing all of this. It gonna be like 2 or 3 days before I can make any food.
Sounds like Kayafin is on groceries today.
Keep the money. You know what to use it for more than I do. I'll just give it to
Alright.
beggars asking for information.
You doing what?
So I'll
If-
just toss it to Archie here.
Excellent. As I pull out a brush and a rock and just like, there's a weird moment where he pulls the rock away from the brush like a crank start, and then just waves it over his face to prestidigitate all of the grime off of him. Finishes and puts it down on the table.
Our bird boy. Beggars are very useful tools. Nobody seems to notice them. They're everywhere.
This be true. Gonna leave the brush buzzing on the table. Stand up. Takes like 3 gold out of the pouch and just walks on down the road, or walks out, heads down to go get fixings for a couple of meals, and comes back.
Okay.
Like eggs, bread, cheese, fixings for
Meat.
a good hearty stew. And then, like, I think that's good for the night. And make us a dinner, and then kind of let the next couple of days go,
Okay.
unless anybody has anything.
Anybody got anything else they're wanting to do?
Did you want to go back to Mags?
I was gonna do that the night before we leave. Go check back
Okay.
in with Mag and see.
If we're kind of just coasting through a time jump, I'm good for us to jump forward.
All right. Yeah. Make sure y'all take a long rest on that and refill all your stuff.
I was gonna say if we're just coasting through the night, shouldn't we stop it here because it's almost 10:30?
Yeah, we can go ahead and call this one. We'll start back up. Well, let's finish it. Let's go. Mags.
Yep.
And then we'll call it.
Go give a light knock at Mag's door.
Yeah.
Hey Mags, did you find anything out for me?
What was it that you had asked?
Sewers. What did I ask Mags now?
I have
Um,
so many different things I'm doing. You asked about the sewers. I think.
Oh, if she knew anybody who might know that area or know someone who
Oh, that's right.
might tell us that information.
That knows that area. I could not find anyone that knows the the Queen's Court, her area there. Um, but some of our people, we have a couple of handles that may know. Um, there's Solitz. Uh, um, Hudson Icebright. He's very, very particular about that. And Pulo. And they're an odd one.
Pulo or Hulo?
Pulo. He
Is
knows.
that the same one that you gave me earlier? Because I think you said Hulo earlier.
No, Pulo. P with a P. He's very. Well, they're a very odd individual.
That's an understatement.
Oh, you've met Pulo. Oh, well, Pulo's probably one of the best. They remember practically everything.
Yeah, he's going to
They
give us some information. They are going to give us some information. Yeah. And the other one you said was Hudson. What?
Hudson Icebright. He's kind of a douche.
Well, I would rather deal with the weird person than a douche. So.
Yes, Hudson's always. Well, I'm from the family of Icebright. Nobody cares.
Yeah, Mags, I know. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thought I couldn't get you more information.
That's more than enough. You're always such great help to me.
Bye.
Turn around and leave.
All right, and we're gonna call up there. We'll start up as y'all meet up with Pulo and begin your trek through the sewers. So thank anybody that's come and watched. We do appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching. And you can always help us out by checking out the link down here. I hope I hope I've been broadcasting this entire time.
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, okay, good, because that would have sucked. So you can always check out this link right over here, or just a reminder, any of these nights we have. Monday night we have the live Q&A. Tuesday night we have the Black Door, of course. Wednesday night we host the Chaotic Rollers, where I get to play. I am Brent, God of War. Thursday nights I'm usually offline, except for the last Thursday of the month, where we run an approved players game for people on our Patreon that have signed up at the $20 level, our level 3's Patreon level. And then on Friday nights we have the Order of the Scale, which this coming up Friday will be part 2 of Yuri's Blade Prison Break. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, one of our sponsors one last time, Freeze Productions. Well, unfortunately was not able to join us tonight, but hopefully they'll be back next week. We will see. And as always, thank you again, and go forth and roll some dice.